critical role to play in our journey towards sustainable and inclusive development.
Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari will next week present the 2020 Appropriation Bill to a joint sitting of the National Assembly. Recall the administration of Buhari had promised to return Nigeria to the January-December budget regime. Currently, Nigeria runs a May-June budget cycle, a development caused by executive legislature delays since the 8th National Assembly. According to the presidency, failure of the National Assembly to consider and pass the 2020-2022 medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategic paper was part of the reason Buhari was unable to keep to his promise of September budget presentation. Buhari departs Abuja today for South Africa on a 3-day state visit on the instance of Cyril Ramaphosa.
In general, the discussion that should be had around our budget is actually number one, the adequacy of that budget, the thinking behind that budget, the transparency around the budget, the fact that, are we really putting in time to think about this budget? I mean, I was pushing this agenda last year that, even earlier this year before the election, that we should be thinking about the 15 trillion naira budget. This country, I compared our budget to Algeria, South Africa, even Kenya is doing a bigger budget than us. The population is smaller and all of that, and Algeria, South Africa, Egypt, these are countries, right? And here we are. If you're not providing for your people, who's going to do that?
According to the Senior Special Assistant to the President on National Assembly Matters, House of Representatives, Omar El Yakub, Buhari will make his presentation as soon as he returns to Nigeria. Recall federal government in September proposed about 9.79 trillion naira as total expenditure in the 2020 budget, with a projection proposed revenue of about 7.64 trillion naira and a total proposed fiscal deficit component of about 2.142 trillion naira. But economists are worried about the size of budget in Nigeria, which over the years has stalled development.
So we need to have all those arguments. The size of the budget is rubbish, South Africa's budget on education, on education alone, is about $30 billion for this year alone. And that is our entire budget as a nation. Is not up to South Africa's budget on education. South Africa's budget on education is 5.2 trillion rand. When I converted it, it went to, that's the entire budget. It was about $305 billion for the next 3 years. So divided by 3, about $350 billion. Divided by 3, more than 100 billion every year. Right, those are countries that are thinking. I don't believe this economy is bigger than South Africa. I think we should begin to unlearn some of those things that are floating around the space. And look, it's not everything that's going to be about chest beating. We're more into the image and the chest beating, the biggest country, whatever in Africa. It's a joke.
Key assumptions of the 2020 budget, however, were based on an oil production capacity of 2.18 million barrels per day, a crude oil price of $55 per barrel against $60 per barrel last year, and an exchange rate of 305 naira to the dollar. Rootstv Nigeria.